magnesium, vitamin D3, and vitamin K2. These three might just be the most powerful supplement combination most seniors have never fully understood. And here's the truth. More than half of older adults are deficient in at least one of them, and many don't even know it. Now, why does that matter? Because when your body is running low on these critical nutrients, your risk for serious health issues, like heart disease, high blood pressure, cognitive decline, and type 2 diabetes, starts to climb fast. No, we're not saying these supplements cure anything overnight. But science is clear. Low levels of magnesium and vitamin D are strongly linked to many age-related conditions that can seriously impact your quality of life. So yes, adding magnesium, D3, and K2 to your daily routine could be one of the smartest health moves you make. But here's the catch. Most people are taking them the wrong way. And when taken incorrectly, this powerful combo can backfire, causing calcium to build up in your arteries, putting you at risk for atrial fibrillation, kidney strain, and even stroke. These aren't just minor supplement mistakes. They're real health threats that are easy to avoid if you know what to look for. That's why in this video, we're going to walk you through the top things every senior needs to know before combining these supplements. From dosage timing to absorption tips, we'll show you how to get the full benefit without putting your health at risk. Before we dive in, don't forget to tap that like button and subscribe to our channel so more people like you can learn how to take control of their health. One smart habit at a time. Let's dive in. Number 1. These three nutrients work best as a team, but only if you take them the right way. Magnesium, vitamin D3, and vitamin K2 are often called the golden trio for a reason. When combined correctly, they support some of the most important systems in your body: your heart, your bones, your brain, and even your immune system. But here's the key. They only work when the dosage and timing are right. Let's start with magnesium. This mineral quietly does hundreds of things behind the scenes, keeping your heart rhythm steady, your blood sugar balanced, your kidneys healthy, and even your mind sharp. It also plays a vital role in activating vitamin D3. Without enough magnesium, your body simply can't use the D3 you take. It stays inactive. Then we have vitamin D3. It's known for helping your body absorb calcium, which is great for your bones. But here's the catch. Without vitamin K2, that calcium can get deposited in your arteries instead of your bones. That's when the problems start. Arterial calcification, high blood pressure, even heart disease. This is where K2 steps in, like a traffic cop. It directs calcium to the right places, your bones and teeth, and keeps it out of the places it doesn't belong, like your blood vessels. So what's the ideal dosage? For most adults, 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium daily is a safe and effective range. And not just any magnesium. Magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate are easier to absorb, especially for older adults. A great approach is to split the dose, 200 milligrams in the morning and 200 milligrams in the evening, to keep your levels steady throughout the day. For vitamin D3, many experts recommend anywhere from 5,000 to 10,000 IU per day, especially if you don't get a lot of sun exposure. And for K2, a good rule of thumb is a 100-to-1 ratio with your D3. So if you're taking 5,000 IU of D3, pair it with 50 micrograms of K2, ideally in the MK7 form. Oh, and don't forget this. Take D3 and K2 in the morning with a meal that includes healthy fats, like avocado, olive oil, or eggs. These vitamins are fat-soluble, which means they need dietary fat to be absorbed properly. When taken correctly, this trio can help support strong bones, a healthy heart, stable blood sugar, and sharper thinking. But if you get the dosage wrong, or skip one of the three, it could actually do more harm than good. So before you add these supplements to your routine, make sure you've got the balance right. Number 2. Taking vitamin D3 without K2? That's a recipe for trouble. Now let's talk about a mistake that's far more common than you'd think, especially among well-meaning seniors trying to boost their health. It goes like this. You've heard vitamin D3 is great for your bones and immune system. You start taking a high dose, maybe 5,000, even 10,000 IU a day. But you forget one critical piece of the puzzle, vitamin K2. And that's where things can go wrong. Here's why. Vitamin D3 helps your body absorb more calcium from your diet. That sounds good, right? But if that calcium has no place to go, it doesn't magically head to your bones. Instead, it can end up where it doesn't belong, your arteries, joints, and even your kidneys. Over time, that extra calcium can harden your arteries, raise your blood pressure, and increase your risk of stroke or heart disease. Think of it like this. Vitamin D3 is the gas pedal, and K2 is the steering wheel. D3 gets the calcium moving, but without K2, there's no direction. And when calcium goes off course, it can do serious damage. Vitamin K2 acts like a traffic director. It tells calcium, go to the bones and teeth, stay away from the arteries. Without it, your supplement routine could be working against you. So if you're taking vitamin D3, especially in higher doses, make sure you're pairing it with enough K2. Your heart, your brain, and your blood vessels will thank you. Number 3. Don't let the wrong supplement fool you. Dose matters. Now here's a sneaky problem that trips up a lot of people. Thinking you're taking the right amount of magnesium, vitamin D3, or K2, when in reality, you're not even close. It's not your fault. Supplement labels can be incredibly misleading, especially when it comes to magnesium. Picture this. You walk into the store, grab a bottle that boldly says 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate on the front. Sounds perfect, right? But flip it over and read the fine print. What you'll often find is that you're only getting 60 to 90 milligrams of actual elemental magnesium. That's the part your body can actually absorb and use. That 400 milligrams number? It refers to the weight of the entire compound, magnesium plus the other molecules it's bonded with. And that makes a big difference. So if you're taking one capsule a day, thinking you're meeting your daily magnesium needs, you might only be getting a fraction of what's required. And then you wonder why your blood pressure hasn't improved, why your muscles are still cramping, or why your sleep is still a mess. This isn't just inconvenient, it's potentially dangerous, especially for seniors relying on magnesium to help regulate blood pressure, heart rhythm, and nutrient absorption. Here's the truth. Without enough magnesium, your body can't properly use potassium, another critical mineral for heart and nerve health. And when both of these levels drop, blood pressure can skyrocket, your energy drops, and over 300 enzymatic functions in your body can start to falter. And let's clear something up. It's physically impossible to fit 400 milligrams of pure elemental magnesium into 1 or 2 average-sized capsules. So if a brand makes that claim without explaining it, they're probably not telling the full story. That's why it's so important to do a little label sleuthing. Look for the words elemental magnesium and check how much you're actually getting per dose. If you're still unsure, consult with your doctor or a pharmacist and stick with reputable brands that are transparent and tested. And yes, we've reviewed a few of the good ones, lab-verified, high-quality magnesium, D3, and K2 supplements that actually deliver what they promise. Check the description for those trusted options. Because in the world of supplements, what you think you're taking isn't always what you're getting. Number 4. Don't forget the fat. Your vitamins depend on it. Let's talk about something that's small but makes a huge difference, how you take your vitamin D3 and K2. Here's what many people don't realize. D3 and K2 are fat-soluble vitamins. That means your body needs dietary fat in order to absorb them properly. If you take them on an empty stomach, or with a low-fat meal like dry toast or a plain banana, you're not getting the full benefit. In fact, much of the supplement could pass right through your system unused. And that's a real shame, because these 2 vitamins are powerful tools for protecting your bones, your heart, and even your brain. But without fat in the mix, they barely get a chance to work. So what's the fix? It's simple. Take your D3 and K2 with breakfast, and make sure that meal includes healthy fats. That could mean half an avocado on whole grain toast, a handful of walnuts or almonds, a drizzle of olive oil on your eggs, or even a spoonful of peanut butter in your oatmeal. These aren't just delicious choices, they're tools to help your body actually use the supplements you're taking. And here's another tip: take them in the morning. That way, they're working in sync with your body's natural rhythms. When hormone levels are rising, your metabolism is kicking in and your cells are ready to receive support. This one small change, pairing your vitamins with healthy fats, can dramatically increase absorption and improve how your body puts those nutrients to work. So the next time you take your D3 and K2, don't just wash them down with water and walk away. Feed them properly and let them fuel your body the way they were meant to. Number 5. If you're low on magnesium, your vitamin D might be doing nothing at all. Here's something most people, even those taking supplements regularly, don't know. Magnesium is absolutely essential for activating vitamin D3. That's right. Without enough magnesium in your system, the vitamin D3 you're swallowing, whether it's 2,000, 5,000, or even 10,000 IU per day, stays inactive. Your body can't use it, and all those good intentions go to waste. This is a big deal, because vitamin D3 does far more than help with bones. It plays a key role in regulating blood pressure, supporting insulin sensitivity, keeping your immune system strong, and even boosting your mood and mental clarity. In fact, low vitamin D3 has been linked to fatigue, frequent illness, brain fog, depression, and blood sugar problems. So if you're feeling off, dragging through your day, or not bouncing back the way you used to, even when you're taking vitamin D, magnesium could be the missing link. And here's where it gets tricky. Most people don't even suspect magnesium deficiency. You might be eating well, taking your D3, doing all the right things, but still feel like your health is slipping. That's because magnesium deficiency often hides in plain sight. And without it, your body can't switch vitamin D3 into its active form, the form that actually protects you. So the takeaway here is simple. If you're taking vitamin D, magnesium is not optional. It's the key that turns the ignition. Make sure you're getting a well-absorbed form like magnesium glycinate or citrate, and aim for a daily intake of 300 to 400 milligrams, especially if you're over 60. Because otherwise, you might be giving your body the right nutrients, but not the right tools to use them. Number 6. Think your blood test proves you're fine? Not with magnesium. Let's bust a myth that's quietly causing a lot of confusion. The idea that a normal magnesium blood test means you're in the clear. The truth? It doesn't. Not even close. Here's why. Less than 1% of all the magnesium in your body is actually found in your bloodstream. The vast majority, about 99%, is locked away in your bones, muscles, nerves, and cells where your average blood test just can't see it. And your body's pretty smart. It works overtime to keep that tiny sliver of blood magnesium steady, even if the rest of your body is running on empty. It does this by pulling magnesium out of your bones and muscles, recycling what little it has, and conserving it however it can. Also, your blood numbers look normal, but inside, you could be seriously deficient. It's kind of like checking the fuel level in your car by looking at the exhaust pipe. Sure, the engine is running, but what's really in the tank? That's why many seniors are caught off guard. Their labs look fine, but they still feel off. Muscle cramps, restless legs, trouble sleeping, anxiety, brain fog, palpitations. These are classic symptoms of low magnesium, even if your blood test says you're fine. And here's something else that makes it worse. Over the past 50 years, modern farming has drastically reduced the mineral content in our food. The magnesium in our vegetables and grains? It's just not what it used to be. Add in the effects of chronic stress, caffeine, alcohol, sugar, certain medications, and even sweating, and your body ends up losing magnesium faster than you can replace it. So even if you eat a relatively healthy diet, you still might not be getting enough. This is why relying solely on a basic blood test for magnesium is misleading and in some cases dangerous. It can give you a false sense of security while your body struggles behind the scenes. So if you're feeling off, but your lab work says you're fine, magnesium deficiency could be the missing piece. And identifying it may be the first step toward restoring your energy, sleep, heart rhythm, and mental clarity. Number 7. Not all vitamin K2 is created equal. One form clearly stands out. Let's clear up a little confusion about vitamin K2. When you walk into a health store or browse supplements online, you'll often see two types listed, MK4 and MK7. They might sound similar, but they don't work the same. Here's the big difference. MK7 is the form your body holds onto longer. While MK4 tends to clear out of your system fairly quickly, MK7 stays in your body for a much longer period, which allows for more consistent blood levels and better activation of the proteins that guide calcium safely into your bones and keep it out of your arteries. That's especially important when you're also taking vitamin D3, which increases calcium absorption. Without the right form of K2 to direct that calcium where it belongs, you could end up with buildup in the wrong places, like your joints, kidneys, or blood vessels. So when choosing a K2 supplement, look for MK7 on the label. It's the form most supported by research, and it's the best choice for long-term heart and bone protection, especially if you're pairing it with vitamin D3. Number 8. D3 and K2 support your heart, but not without magnesium. Vitamin D3 and K2 have earned their spotlight when it comes to heart health. They're often praised for improving calcium balance and protecting blood vessels. And that's absolutely true. But there's one silent partner that makes the whole system work: magnesium. You see, magnesium isn't just another mineral on your supplement shelf. It's the essential activator behind the scenes. Without enough of it, vitamin D3 can't become active, and vitamin K2 can't do its job of directing calcium to your bones instead of your arteries. So what happens if you take D3 and K2 without magnesium? That well-intended combo could actually backfire, leading to calcium building up in your soft tissues, joints, and blood vessels. Not exactly what you had in mind when trying to support your heart. Think of magnesium as the spark plug in this powerful engine. It fires up the enzymes that drive the whole process forward. Without it, D3 and K2 are like tools left in the toolbox, full of potential but never put to use. So if you're taking D3 and K2 for your heart, and especially if you're over 60, make sure magnesium is part of the plan. Your arteries, bones, and heart will all work better together. Number 9. Don't forget this overlooked nutrient, zinc, and its essential partner. So far, we've talked about the powerful trio of magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2. But if you really want to get the most from your supplements, there's one more key player you shouldn't ignore: zinc. Zinc plays a behind-the-scenes role that's critical. It helps regulate vitamin D receptors, supports your immune system, assists with insulin function, and even helps your body repair damaged cells. For older adults especially, zinc is like a silent guardian, working day and night to keep your systems humming. But here's something most people don't know. Too much zinc can actually cause problems, unless it's paired with copper. When you take high doses of zinc over time, especially more than 30 milligrams a day, you can unintentionally deplete your body's copper levels. And copper is no less important. It supports energy production, maintains a steady heart rhythm, and keeps your immune system balanced. Without enough copper, you might feel fatigued, run down, or even experience irregular heartbeat, and never suspect that zinc is the cause. So, if you're adding zinc to your supplement routine, be smart. Aim for a 10-to-1 zinc to copper ratio to keep everything in balance. For example, if you're taking 30 milligrams of zinc, make sure you're getting at least 3 milligrams of copper. It's not just about taking the right nutrients, it's about taking them in harmony. Number 10. Refined carbs. They're draining your magnesium faster than you think. Here's a little-known truth. Every time you eat processed carbohydrates, especially sugary foods, your body burns through magnesium just to process them. That means when you grab that white bread, pastry, or soda, you're not just spiking your blood sugar. You're also robbing your body of a mineral it desperately needs. Magnesium is involved in over 300 critical functions in the body, from keeping your heart rhythm steady to calming your nervous system. But when you're constantly eating foods that flood your system with sugar, your body has to use more and more magnesium just to keep up. Here's where many people go wrong. They think, it's okay, I take supplements, so I can eat what I want. But that's a huge misconception. Supplements are not a license to ignore your diet. They're meant to support healthy habits, not compensate for unhealthy ones. If your meals are filled with processed food and sugar, you're basically undoing the benefits of everything you're taking. It's like pouring water into a bucket with holes. You'll never fill it up. So if you're investing in magnesium, D3, and K2, make it count. Build your meals around whole foods, leafy greens, nuts, legumes, clean proteins, and healthy fats, because supplements will never replace what a balanced, nutrient-dense diet provides. Number 11. Your medications and medical conditions could be working against your supplements. Did you know that many common medications, especially those taken long-term, can quietly drain your body's key nutrients? We're talking about drugs like proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, diuretics, certain blood pressure medications, even birth control pills. Over time, these can deplete magnesium and zinc, often without any obvious signs until you're already feeling off. Even conditions like type 2 diabetes, chronic stress, or digestive issues can interfere with how your body absorbs and holds onto nutrients, no matter how much you take. So what's the takeaway? If you're over 60, on regular medications, or dealing with ongoing health challenges, it's time to get proactive. Choose highly absorbable forms of these nutrients, track how you feel, and work with a healthcare professional to fine-tune your supplement plan. Because your body is unique, and your approach should be too. Magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 are a powerful trio, but they're only as effective as the lifestyle surrounding them. So if this video helped you connect the dots, do us a favor. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your health is your most valuable asset. Let's protect it together, one smart habit at a time. See you in the next video.